Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cheryl. If you're new, welcome to the C Squad. Over here we do beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and vlogs. So if you like the sound of that, then hit the subscribe button below. Follow me on Instagram and join the fam. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be telling you guys about my honest first year experience at the University of Sussex. I am even rocking my student merch for you guys. So yeah, let's get right into it. A little disclaimer. This was my first year at Sussex, but I was in second year because I transferred from another university. If you guys don't know that, I have a bunch of videos on it, so definitely go and check those out. So yeah, I guess we should just start at the beginning when I got to Sussex. When I got to Sussex, I literally felt like I belonged, and I don't know how else to explain that. I just remember driving into campus and seeing it for the first time, and it was like in like the movies, you know, when you're that college student who's looking out of the window and is looking at this, you know, shiny new place and is just like so excited. That was literally me. It just felt right from the minute I stepped foot in on that campus. And it's very interesting because I remember the first day I went to my old university, I felt bad vibes from the jump. I was literally like, this is not where I want to be. This doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. And yeah, it's crazy that my kind of intuition could gather whether a situation was good for me or whether it was bad for me. I speak about this though in my video on 20 things I've learned in 20 years, so definitely check that out if you haven't. But yeah, that was pretty much my experience from when I got to Sussex. And I mean, I'm not gonna go into like the whole thing that happened. You guys have seen my Freshers Week vlog, but yeah, basically I ended up settling in. And I think for me, one of the best things from my first year at Sussex was joining societies. I joined 2 societies that were like really great for me. I was part of the African and Caribbean Society, and obviously it was really nice to be with people who, you know, are from Africa, so I didn't feel like so far away from home. I did meet a lot of international students, met some people from South Africa, and so that was really nice. And then I was a part of the Waves cheer and dance team, which if you guys have seen my day in the life of a competitive dancer video, definitely check that out. It's a fun one. But I had such a fun time being on the dance team. I really enjoyed being a part of the Waves, and hopefully next year I'll be a part of both of those societies again, and hopefully more, because I really found that joining societies really made me feel like I was part of a community, and not even a community, like separate different communities, and it really made me feel like I belonged and stuff. And so it was really nice. 10 out of 10 recommend. One of the nice things that happened in my first year was also being a guest speaker for the after party radio show. That was so much fun, and the way it came about, you know, it's crazy how it came about. But basically on the ACS group chat, they pretty much posted that they were wondering if any first years would want to come and be a guest speaker, and I just volunteered myself. And normally, like, that's not really what I would do. I'm not really like an kind of person who would just be like, I'm just gonna go and speak on a radio show. Like, that's not really me. Like, I'm not an extrovert like that. But I just decided to do it just for fun, and I really met some amazing people. I had so much fun on the radio show, met some amazing people that even when I'd be in the labs, we would go to the labs together and we would study. And even the last night that I went out before I had to come back for quarantine, I went out with the same people, and it's like I would have never gotten to meet such nice people and gotten to hang out with them if I hadn't volunteered myself for that. So that was also one of my highlights from my first year, my first semester. And then also winter ball. You guys saw my winter ball vlog, and that was so much fun. It was really nice to go and hang out with my flatmates and just have fun and, you know, dress up and stuff. Last time I dressed up all nice was like for matric dance, so that was really fun. I think all in all, my first semester I really made a habit of kind of going and being really social. So I was going to everything. I was going to all the events. I was going and hang out. Like, anytime someone was like, do you want to do this? I'd be like, yes. Like, I literally went to everything. I was so busy between school and YouTube and my social life that like I really didn't have a lot of time, you know, for myself. And I was kind of like in this honeymoon stage with Sussex, and I was just like basically falling in love with the place. So everything was really like actually great in the first semester. Yes. What is this?
A freezer.
Okay.
Don't just say okay, it's actually good. Enjoy your recording.
I don't even know where I was, Aiden. You messed me up.
Sorry.
I really made it a habit to go out and go to all the events and go and do all the stuff, to the point where I didn't really have a lot of time to like sit and reflect or anything and, you know, really take it in about like what was really happening. So yeah, it was quite an experience. I really enjoyed my independence. I really enjoyed just being able to just do what I wanted to do. I could eat what I wanted for dinner. I could get out of bed whenever I wanted. I could go out literally 4 times in 1 week and my mom wouldn't even know. And I really did enjoy my independence, but obviously with all that good independence comes, you know, serious things like you have to clean up after yourself, you have to do your laundry, you have to make sure that you stay safe, you have to budget your finances and not call your parents and be like, I've run out of money. Do you know what I mean? With independence comes great responsibility, but I really enjoyed my independence and I really enjoyed the people that I met at Sussex, whether it was through events, whether it was my flatmates. I really think I got the luck of the draw when it came to flatmates, that I really got on with most of them, and it wasn't like I didn't get on with some, but I just really didn't talk much to the other ones. But I really got on with most of my flatmates, and I really do miss just hanging out and going out or having prees, or even when we would chill and watch Love Island. Like, I really miss hanging out with them, and shout out to them if they're watching this video. I love you guys. I had a really great first semester. Then I came home and, you know, got used to being at home, and then I had to go back to school and do exams, and yeah, that was pretty chilled from what I can remember, to be honest. And then second semester started, and yeah, things got a little bit more intense. I kind of knew that was what was gonna happen because people had warned me, like, your second semester is gonna be a little bit harder, and also second year in general is a hard year. So yeah, I did kind of struggle a little bit, to be honest, with my schoolwork and just with the way that the schooling and grading system is in the UK. And I want to do a video on differences between universities in the UK and South Africa, so if you guys want to see that video, then comment down below. But I really did struggle adjusting to the way that school is in the UK. And also I think I also struggled because there were some strikes that happened, so there were about 14 days where we didn't have teaching for certain subjects, and so certain help that I needed in subjects I couldn't get because tutors were striking or lecturers were striking. So second semester was just a little bit blah. And we all know what happened, where, you know, life got real and pandemics happened. And towards that time, I started to feel pretty homesick. And I don't think it was necessarily like I felt homesick. I think it was just like the fear of being in the UK by myself, if that's what it came to, and having to isolate by myself. If my flatmates had all been in the flat, I probably would have stayed in halls, not gonna lie, because I'm sure it would have been a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm sure like it would have been really great. But obviously all my flatmates were gonna go home to their families, so I was like, I am not staying here by myself. And so yeah, that was a really dramatic situation. And also forgot to mention that in my second semester, I kind of like started going out less and started, you know, just kind of spending more time in the flat. And I didn't really go out into Brighton. I hardly, like, that's the one thing I need to do next year. I need to go out and actually see Brighton and stuff, because I am such a homebody that I'll literally just stay at home. And I remember I didn't go out when I came back for like 6 weeks. And I remember the first night I went out, people were like, where have you been? Because like nobody saw me. I was like chilling, and it was just like I just got over the clubbing scene in the UK. I was just like, it's really not for me. I still think it's not for me, but I have to be strong. I have to make it work. But I really was spending more time in the flat and, you know, not really going out and stuff. So I really did have, you know, more time to think about life and coming out of my honeymoon phase. So I think Sussex and I are in a relationship, but we're no longer in the honeymoon phase. And so I can sit and realize, like, you know, your struggle, school's a struggle, but you know, I still really like these things about school and all that stuff. So yeah, it's no longer like a thing of like, oh, I'm just obsessed with Sussex and everything's perfect. Like it's not perfect, but I think it has really been a great experience, and it has really made me grow up. Life is not like perfect. Like, there's still gonna be challenges, there's still gonna be uphill climbs. Like, life isn't just gonna be perfect because you're at uni. And don't look at everybody living this uni life and thinking that their life is perfect, because it's not. We all have our struggles as uni students. And yeah, you just have to keep that in mind. But I do think for me, the challenges that I had didn't outweigh the good times that I had. Like, I really enjoyed my first year at Sussex. And then obviously I had to come back home because of everything that was happening, which was really sad because I was really looking forward to certain events that were supposed to happen. I was supposed to teach a dance class. There was going to be a talent show. We were supposed to go on another competition for the Waves Cheer and Dance Squad. We were supposed to go to Nottingham, and I never got the chance to go, and that really sucks. And there were just things that I was looking forward to, and just hanging out with my flatmates and everything just kind of got cut short. And obviously coming back home and doing the online school thing, I'm not gonna lie guys, online school was really hard. Online school, yeah, it was really hard. It was just really hard to watch lectures and not really have the interactions with your lecturers and your tutors the way that you'd be used to. It was really hard to do labs. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled with online school. I'm so glad it's finished. But yeah, that was a real struggle, and I literally thought like I was not gonna make it through the semester. I was like, at some point I was like, how am I gonna do this? But praise be to God, I ended up finishing my exams and I got through it, so that's great. But I'm definitely excited for next year. I'm already thinking about it. Like, I can't wait to go back. Fingers crossed I can get on a flight in September and go back to Sussex. I almost said go back home. That's literally, that's how I think about it. I'm like, I want to go back home. Next year, I'm definitely going to join more societies, and I definitely want to be in at least 3 societies. But I might do a 4th one. We'll see. I will be at Freshers Fair. Don't mind me. I'll be an old lady, because literally I'll be the oldest person there at Freshers Fair. I won't be a fresher anymore, but yeah, I will be there. And I'm so excited to meet new people and just make connections and be a part of more communities. And one thing I really want to do is explore more of Brighton. I really am such a homebody, but I need to stop doing that next year. I need to go out into Brighton. I need to go out into London. Guys, imagine, I went to London once. London is like 2 hours away. It's not even that far. I went to London once, and that was for my dance competition. We stayed in the arena the entire time. I didn't see anything. So, I mean, obviously I've been to London before. I used to live in London. But like, still, like, the fact that I didn't even go to see some of my family in London, like, that's not okay, Cheryl. So next time, I'm definitely going to go and explore the UK and see more cities and see my family and do all that stuff. Shout out to all of them for coming to see me, because I was lazy. Like, I was never gonna get on a train to go there. It was just, I'm just a lazy person. Shout out to Sussex for accepting me into their university and for allowing me to have this experience. It literally has been one of the best times of my life. I really have enjoyed being at Sussex so far, and shout out to my parents for making my dreams come true. Even though I was really stressed about online school, I feel like it's been a real struggle finishing this year, but it's been really great being at Sussex. And yeah, but shout out to anyone who hasn't had the best first year, or if you're watching this video and you're not having the best year. At the same time, you have to remember that our experiences are a little bit different. Obviously, I have come from another university. I have done almost 2 years of university somewhere else, and so coming to University of Sussex, it wasn't like me going from high school to university. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I went through my struggles in first year of adjusting to high school to university. I went through my struggles. I know a lot of you, it's your first time, you know, even going out, even drinking. Someone on Freshers Week, it was literally their first time having a drink. So I know the different struggles that you guys are going to go through in your first year, but this is just mine as a transfer student and how my first year at Sussex has been. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you didn't have the best first year, I think it's important to think about whether it was a situation to do with the environment or whether it was a situation to do with yourself. Because for me, I didn't have a good time at my university because of the environment. And if the environment is the problem, like the actual university is a problem, then you definitely need to look into transferring. I recommend it to anyone. If you're not happy, you cannot sit and be unhappy because of that. But I've watched even Eve Bennett's year in review, where, you know, she said that she had a hard first year, but she knew Oxford is where she belonged. So that's the thing. If you know that, yo, it was a little bit rough, but I really do feel like I belong at Sussex, then you should stay. But if you really feel like you do not belong at Sussex, then you should definitely rethink that and think about transferring. But yeah, just for me, I've had a really great time. Shout out to Sussex. Shout out to my flatmates. Shout out to anyone. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join the C Squad, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I post every Wednesday and Sunday at 5 p.m. UK time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!